YouTube, Sogyo here, and our planet Earth only has one, at least permanent, natural satellite, the Moon. And there is an interesting thing about the Moon, which is it's tidally locked to Earth. What this means is that one side of the Moon is always facing Earth, and until the 1950s, until 1959 with the Soviet lunar missions, we hadn't even seen what the other side of the Moon looked like, because we literally had no way to do it before space travel, because it literally never faces Earth. The dark side of the Moon, which is only called that because we don't know as much about it because we haven't been able to observe it for anywhere near as long as the bright side of the Moon, even though it's facing the sun for as much time as the bright side, looks like this. There are far fewer mares or seas and a lot more craters on the dark side of the Moon, which is a bit interesting. But anyway, you may be wondering how this can happen, because for other moons such as Europa or Ganymede or Titan, they aren't always facing their planet with the same side. So why is it different for Earth and the Moon? Well, it has to do with how the Moon formed. Well, when it first formed 4.5 billion years ago, a planet the size of Mars crashed into Earth, and this planet was called Theia, and it launched material into space which eventually clumped together to form the Moon. However, this Moon wasn't 384,000 kilometers away like today, it was more like about a tenth of that, or potentially even closer, and because of this, the side that was facing the Moon would be stretched almost into a rugby ball shape, and this side would be facing the Earth. And as it moved around the Earth, this side, if this is the Earth here and this is it in a rugby ball shape where it's not a complete circle, the Moon would start to be tilting away, but the Earth's gravity would pull this section here closer back towards the Earth, and it would keep doing this. And eventually, after millions of years, since the Earth was always trying to make sure that this side where the Moon was stretched outwards was facing the Earth, the Moon became tidally locked. So, if you never go to space, that's why you can only see one half of the Moon ever.